Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Okay, break.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A give to Kamara running right. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw here, Dalton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Andy Dalton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to number 89. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers, have looked at both situations. They've thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Throwing, Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from 8 yards out. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Will Lutz to kick off 41.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
On 1st down, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Ready, 18, pioneer.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And some space here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Okay, ready?
Hurts. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, pardon me, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
70.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead, trying the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Good for the Saints.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed all well, moving the ball down the field.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. open man has got it, the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Dalton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Hurts fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to bounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being Johnson?
Deep ball, second down, incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that was a big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2 for Dalton. Got an open man. It's Olave. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Kamara trying again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready. You also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. Touchdown, wants to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll look to throw. Then on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help them snatch away a victory.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos to the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them. and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He completes it to Olave. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try to hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway. But at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at the 38. That last play backwards a yard.
I'd have to say it was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Dalton. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Washington.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton, and the catch made by Johnson.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right